Guys ready?
What's up, Paul?
Well, and that's always a special day for you, isn't it? The first day out here to get back to work. Just describe a little bit of what your feelings were when you started.
Well, I really enjoyed the moment that we had for these 2 hours, and I really like the focus and the energy of our kids and our coaching staff. So it's like all first days. There's a lot of excitement for the beginning of the season, but nothing's more important than us to install our offense, to keep our kids locked in, playing at that high level of tempo that we needed to be able to be a successful football team, and we saw a little bit of that today, so it's a good feeling.
Is there any measure of progress that you can even tell from one practice today?
Well, there was a huge advantage by allowing our kids being here all 10 weeks this summer. And you could see that out here today. I mean, guys knew where they were supposed to go. They understood the calls and a lot of the things that we've been working on all summer. So, but that's been over 21 weeks of, in terms of winter conditioning, spring ball, summer conditioning. And so I think you see a little bit of that out here today, being the first day. We weren't just going at it for the first time. Things were organized, things were high-spirited. I like the way our kids were running out and tagging off and getting to the ball carrier.
What are you allowed to do with them in the summer?
Well, they train, they lift, they condition with Coach Duval. As coaches, we can't coach them, but Coach Duval spends an enormous amount of time getting them ready. And we spend 4 days a week, for 10 weeks, training them, lifting them, getting them bigger, faster, stronger, and then they can come out here and go through 7-on-7 drills amongst themselves. And that's what those kids did, and that's what our leadership did all summer in terms of our each position group.
Can you talk again a little bit about what Chaz adds to the quarterback mix here?
Well, another great competitor and a very talented young man. And like I said, this is a young man that comes already with a degree in his hand. He's already understands what it takes to compete and win championships. And he's a young man that understands the sense of urgency because he only has 12 games, regular season games to play, and that's why he chose to come to Buffalo. He wanted an opportunity to play in this place and play for me and play for this team. And he likes the talent. He knows we have a lot of good players here. Now he wants to come in here and do his part.
Coach, could you describe, only day one, but could you describe what you saw from quarterbacks out there?
I saw, again, there's a lot to the timing issue. We didn't ask them to check out of plays and, get in this and the different things. We just wanted to line up, get our kids set, and execute our offensive plays for first day install. And we saw that, and Chaz did a very nice job. There was a couple breakdowns here and there, but, you expect those things. You anticipate that there's going to be some things that, we're going to go back and video correct this afternoon, but I really like the way all three kids competed today, and they understand the challenges that they face each and every day. They're going to come out here and they're going to have to prove what they're about, and when the best starter or when the starter emerges, that's who we're going to announce as the guy who's going to pull the trigger this fall.
What's going to be your process in every day evaluating that position and eventually making that decision?
Well, just certainly understand the offense, and making sure that they're making quick decisions in a timely manner at the right point in the practice in that particular play, because that's what you want. You want good judgment, you want good accuracy on the ball when you're throwing it to the receiving core, and then also be able to manage the run game. And you saw a little bit today. We had a couple of times where the defense did a great job putting a little pressure on our offensive line and got through, and our quarterbacks were able to feel that pressure and escape out of it. So, they're all mobile from that standpoint. So good judgment, making the right decisions at the right time, making sure we had a couple nice deep balls today. That was nice to see the explosiveness that this offense presents itself. And then we were able to do some things in the run game today. We saw a little bit of mixture with some one-back, two-back, and I really like what I saw with the way we were able to handle some of the things the defense gave us.
How are you dividing the reps at the start of camp here?
Well, we want to be as close to equal as we can. I want all of them to run with the first team. So those three guys are going to mix in with the first team, second team, and they're just going to keep rotating. There's not a number one guy, a number two guy, a number three guy. They're all going to have an opportunity to have all week long. I told them all I wanted to see all week. Okay, because we're certainly in helmets in our shorts today and tomorrow. And then the shoulder pads come on the third day and the fourth day. The fifth day is going to be a real key day, and that's going to be Friday, and then the two-a-day on Saturday. And then when we complete the whole week, we certainly will have enough information to decide, who at the end of the first week will emerge and who's done the most in terms of most consistent, the best judgment, and making the plays necessary for our offense to move forward.
What's the timetable for Violani as far as full participation? Is there anybody else that's
Violani's a day-to-day, but right now, we're just still working through getting him, as close to 100%. And it's hard to be 100%, with Josh right now. So he's going to have to fight through a little bit of that. But he's coming along. We won't see him in live action just yet. But it's time. Hopefully we can get him in here in the next couple of weeks where he's able to go. But right now, it's a day-to-day thing.
anybody else that's limited?
Right now he's a key guy, right. And then Rita, right, the tight end. But they're all of them are out here, and we had 105 guys check in, and all of them were locked in. We've had a great day yesterday and today, so we look forward to building on that.